What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Summer Career Mode. It's episode number 51. As always, loads to get through today in all three competitions. More big games in the Premier League as we try and keep our slim title hunt alive and try and stay in the top four. The FA Cup 5th round against Tottenham Hotspur on the back of our win against Sheffield United in the 4th round, and we'll see the draw plus both legs of our Europa League last 16 against whoever it will be. We'll find out after our first game. It's Oxford United. It's Ipswich Town away at Portman Road right now, struggling down the bottom of the table in the bottom three. Got a nice rivalry with Kieran McKenna's side dating all the way back to season 1, now taking on again. Big game for both teams for opposite reasons at the end of each side of the table. First game, Ipswich Town away. Come on, use. So you will know on my channel, if you've been watching me for a while, we have certain phrases that we often repeat, as Samuelson makes a good save there. One of my favourites is one gotta go. One gotta go. When you are chasing multiple honours in a season, until you are capable of doing that, and we are not yet, well, one gotta go. Samuelson again bails me out to keep it 0-0. The FA Cup, the Europa League, the Premier League, we're trying to go for all three, but we haven't won a single thing in the entire save. Are you ready for a treble? We're barely ready for a single. So today, with games in all three competitions, we're going to find out what's going to go today. One got to go. We're going to have to make our minds up what that's most likely to be. And I wish what was going was disinfection. I am fed up at this, man, seriously. I do feel like I'm over the worst of it, but it's still like, come on. I still feel it. It's still so bad, especially when I get up in the morning. Right now, it's the mucus in the back of my throat. It's just not going away. It's, I've been coughing a bit of blood with it as well. I know that's just because it's sore on the throat. Nothing to be worried about too much there. You say coughing up blood and it don't sound good, but no, I don't think it's that bad. But I can't wait till I'm fully over this, honestly. And Luke Harris says we are not over the hunt for the Premier League title. Not yet. It better clear up by FC 26, otherwise I'm not going to be happy. I have booked a week off work. I am not going to be ill for the first week of FC 26 when I've got a whole week off work to play, including on release day. I'm taking a Friday off to the following Monday. I'm not being ill for that. It's like my favourite time of the year. Like, come on. Imagine, seriously. As Higgins finds Butkus, brilliant chance here for a double. He'll offload it. Harris trying to skip away, brilliant tackle, and an injury for Luke as well. And that's not going to help either. Mac got a bruise in the game against Sheffield United. What we don't need are serious injuries to some of our better players. There's no way are we going to have a chance at a double, let alone a treble, if we start getting big injuries to our key players. 18 minutes to go. Bold call, taking off the boy Wonder, as we still lead by 1. Got to conserve his energy as well. If we are going to go for multiple honours this year, the management of Higgins' fitness is going to be really, really critical, because he, as we know, does get tired quite quickly despite having that very high stamina stat. As Simon does brilliantly well there. Ward off the bench, finds Jefferson for the dagger. Oh, off the post. And Ipswich will get it away. We hold on to our third clean sheet in a row. That's another big 3 points, but without the boy Wonder, can't surrender a goal here. No, it's going to do it. It's going to do it. Ipswich are going to run out of time, and it will be 3 points for Oxford United. A little fist pump behind the computer, because I know how big of a win that is for us, man. Seriously. Only just scraped through Sheffield United, a second-tier side in the Cup. Mr. Golden chance at St James's Park to get a massive win against the leaders, Newcastle. We cannot afford dropping points here against one of our rival teams. Job done courtesy of the Harris goal, but how about his injury? And now we're going to find out too who we got in Europa League last 16. I have a feeling it's either going to be a dislocated shoulder or a broken toe. Normally with that animation, it is one of the two. And of course, that will mean if it's the dislocated shoulder, he'll come back in time for the final run-in. But if it's the broken toe, he'll be out for practically the remainder of the campaign. And we're also going to see as well, as he gets through to Friday, the draw for the Europa League last 16. And it's going to be, we'll check the Harris injury in a second, it's going to be... Is it this weekend? It might not even be this weekend, to be honest. It's not. The last 16 haven't even played yet. It's not even started, Toxie boy. It's not getting any of yourself done. The injury is going to be... Let's have a look here. Hang on. Oh, it must have been. No, not yet. Broken toe. Broken toe. Harris done for the season. He's finished. Wait, what? Why wasn't it in the... It must have been done because obviously we've got there it is, Rangers. Oh, I must have missed it. It must have been there. It is. I didn't see it. It was right at the bottom. I was looking at the top three. I didn't see the bottom one. Rangers, first leg away, second leg at home. Of course, that was our fixture on match day 8 of the league phase too. But of course, that was a meaningless game. It was already guaranteed a top 8 finish. Right. We'll have both of those legs today. Before we get to though, another big game in the Premier League. Fulham at home. We've cut the gap to 5 with 13 games to go. Believe me, we are not going anywhere yet. And can you imagine if we could somehow win the treble in our final season of what has so far been a trophyless save? Well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's just take it game by game. No Harris for the remainder of the season though, and taking on his taking on his former team for the following game is what I meant to say as Marco Silva's side come to the Newcastle Stadium. Let's get another 3 points here and cut the gap even further. Come on to use. I know I've said it a few times as well, guys, but generally thank you for putting up with me whilst I've been a bit under the weather recently. I appreciate it. I know my audio doesn't sound very good, but yeah, the worst part is, I've mentioned this a few times as well, but like since I was a kid, I've always had a problem with mouth ulcers, and I get them like quite frequently. I mean, very frequently, really. And apparently it's due to stress, which explains why I've had them since a very early age. But during times like this when I'm even more like run down and tired and fatigued, also ill as well, yeah, they start coming even more. So I've got like a massive one on the underside of my tongue, on the left hand side. I've got 2 on my lower lip as well as 1 on my upper right lip on the right side. And honestly, it just adds to the discomfort, if you will. So it's not nice, but it's why I'm not sounding great. I know that. But, you know, you guys are putting it on me right now. And I know some people have been saying, oh, mate, you know, like, take a breather. Like, it's okay. You can go away for a couple of days and then come back when you're feeling better. Honestly, I appreciate that. And if it wasn't the end of FC25, I would have taken you up on that offer. I would be right now recovering and there'd be 2 or 3 days without videos. The problem is, because we're right at the end of FC25, I can't afford to have a day without an upload because before we know it, FC26 is going to be here, and I don't want to leave this save unfinished as Spencer heads over. Yeah, I'm not leaving this save unfinished, man. Like, seriously, I left my Ipswich and Bologna save unfinished, and I feel bad about that. That was at the start of the FC year. I'm not doing it with the final save of FC25, man. No way. No way. We're getting a great conclusion for this save. And I'd like to say, mark my words, we'll win a trophy as well. But based on how the save has gone, definitely don't mark my words because it's going to be very tough to even just win a single. Oh, Lowe's onside! Great save on the header. And Fulham will get it away. But I will do my best, whether it is one of Premier League, FA Cup or Europa League or a combination. I won't mind one bit. Just got to have something in the cabinet come the end of the campaign. Aston Villa in the week, and they are a dark horse for... Oh, the ball! The Premier League title themselves. But as Fulham strike first, got a nice little rivalry in them, to be fair. Not a major rivalry, but a minor rivalry, I'd say, over the past couple of years. It is 1-0 to the visitors, and this would be... maybe not the KO blow to our Premier League hopes, but definitely a knockdown. If not a KO, then a KD. There's Malik Tillman. Misses the ball there. That was a goal. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Now, when you get a gift like that, you can't turn it down. Come on. We'll pick the ball up, Higgins, because we need a winner. Malik Tillman missed the ball. If you'd have had that, he was through for a one-on-one. You've got the first goal, tackled by Spencer, just about wins the ball first, and now Forson uses his body really well to hold off Tillman, and now here's Butkus, and Lowe's charging through the middle, and there's Higgins, and Teddy, as he repays the favour, no! Yes! Come on! Get in! Come on! Oxford complete the turnaround. I'm trying to keep it calm on the sidelines. I'm definitely not holding the controller. First it was Lowe to Higgins, then it's Higgins to Lowe. But whatever combination it is, it's Tame and Bicester. The boys from Oxfordshire linking up all the way from Season 1, doing it in Season 6, and the turnaround complete. That's a red, that is. That is a straight red for Kenny. That is a straight red. They can protest all they like, that is a straight red. Why is the goalkeeper coming from the corner flag? What are you doing over there, son? Serginho Dest sent off, definite red card, and that is going to do it. 3 minutes to go. And Oxford United are going to grind out what will be their third successive win. Oh, Simon almost got the icing on the cake. Third successive win by a single goal. Is it what you call convincing? No. Is it dominating? No. But are the 3 points still the same? Yes. And that is the only thing that matters at this stage of the season. Oxford United are going to get another big win by only the 1 goal. But 1 goal wins all the way to a Premier League title. You won't catch me complaining about that. And I'll certainly take it the following game as well. Next up, one of the biggest remaining in the season. Aston Villa away at Villa Park. They themselves a dark horse for this championship. But I do feel as we come to the final run-in, one of us is going to fall away towards the end. And I think the winner of this game will be the ones less likely to do that. So a massive contest here against Unai Emery's side. Aston Villa at Villa Park. Both teams an outside shot at a Premier League title, and neither side can afford to fall off here. Come on, the U's. Oh man, seriously. I think we can do this. I think we can definitely do this, you know. The funny thing is though, even team right now in 10th place, Wolverhampton Wanderers, still think they could do this. It's one of the most crazy open title races I've seen in a long time. And yes, of course, the longer it goes on, the more teams are going to start dropping off. But genuinely, Wolves in 10th are, I think, 9 behind Newcastle. Oh, Sam with some good save. They're not done yet. They've still got a chance of doing this themselves, man. So, yeah, it's crazy how open it is. But, yeah, I think one of us or Aston Villa are going to fall off soon. Question is, who is it going to be? Half an hour in, still tied at 0-0. Haven't really got going yet. Mindful of the Spurs game on the weekend. FA Cup last 16. And obviously, as we've been saying, one got to go, one got to go, one got to go. I think the FA Cup at this stage, you would probably say, is our best route at silverware this season. So what I don't want to do is get knocked out before we even get a chance to get to the quarterfinals. Butkus finds Fulham. Higgins is onside there. Just couldn't get... Oh! Well, I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's a common bug in this year's FC, and it often happened last year as well. Keepers getting their feet in a muddle when a back pass is made either aggressively or too close. I don't think either of those can be applied there, but it's still a silly error from a common bug. Keeper just, you can see he's backpedaling with the right foot, doesn't know whether to hit it with the left or the right, and in the end does neither. That has happened so often in the past 2 years, and I hope EA have fixed that for next year. I mean, I'm pleased to get the goal, but it's just it's like I kind of don't want it. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting favoured from a bug. As Forsen, well, to be fair, we might score a quick second goal, and I won't have any complaints about this one. Higgins onside, belts it well over the bar. It's such a silly bug because, like, don't get me wrong, as we always say, keepers do make mistakes, so it's realistic that they make mistakes in the game as well, but not those kind of mistakes, do you know what I mean? Like, seriously, that's just ludicrous, man. It's a bug that's happened since last year, and EA haven't fixed it yet. I'm really hopeful they've got it fixed for FC 26. It's not a nice way to win a game, you know, because it's like, oh, what a massive touch on the ball there from Hugo. I haven't done anything for that, do you know what I mean? I've just got lucky with a silly bug working out in my favour. Anyway, 10 minutes to go, and again, and again, and again, and again, for the 4th game in a row, Oxford United just trying to grind out a 1-goal lead to the rest of the game, which, to be fair, if that's what we've got to do, that's what we've got to do. But instead, a man called Forsen says, don't worry about the bug now, because you'll won the game even without it. Doubles the scoreline. That makes me feel a bit better knowing we'll be leaving Villa with free park. Not just due to a stupid bug, but a lovely quick counter and a brilliant finish. Oxford's winning run continues. Can we seriously do this, honestly? A treble? A treble? I mean, honestly, a treble? Well, the boys seem to think so based on these celebrations. Massive game to win this one away. A tricky place to go, Villa Park. Get another clean sheet. That is our 4th in our last 5 games. And the big 3 points to continue the hunt of Newcastle United as well. Absolutely buzzing. I still think it's our lowest possibility of trophy, but right now it's looking like we are still big contenders. Right, following game, I think this is our best shot of silverware this year as well. It is Spurs FA Cup last 16, heading into this one. What a time to be going onto it as well. Really, really good unbeaten run from the U's. Fantastic unbeaten run, really. And now taking on Thomas Frank's side. Well, last year it was semi-finals. The year before that, quarter-finals. This year, well, I said no matter what, I want a cup final. And I think this is our best chance of getting there as well. Tough opponent though in the last 16. Tottenham Hotspur. Come on, the U's. If I could only win one of these 3 competitions as well, I would choose the Premier League over the FA Cup and Europa League. I wouldn't say no to any of them, don't get me wrong. If I had to choose one, I would choose the Premier League. But I just want a cup final. Like I know we've had the playoff finals, but that's second tier competitions. I want the FA Cup final or a Europa League final. Good chance we can still get both, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. No Harris for the rest of the season. I do predict there being another big injury as well. And yeah, getting through this round is going to be tough enough on its own. 28 minutes in, haven't got going yet. Spurs are going to better team in the early stages. As Abbott rolls it across the Dane Scarlett. Great hold-up work, and there is Manuel Son with the opener. Spurs do strike first, 29 minutes in, and is this the game our treble dreams die? The second half is beginning, it is still 1-0, and unlike the Fulham game, I can't see me turning this around, because I ain't got going yet. I haven't done anything in this game. It's been all Spurs, and as Simon can't keep the ball in play after the tackle, all they've got to do is keep holding the ball, and there is the quarters. I have done literally nothing in the entire contest. Fatigue, physical and mental, possibly, complacency, maybe, whatever it may be, it's not working. As Scarlett rolls it across, Liberali for 2. Tottenham Hotspur are 40 minutes away from the last day. Now these are the moments where you need a really strong head. And big decisions are made, because we've got Ibrox Thursday night, first leg of the Europa League last 16 against Rangers, and you don't want to go into that with your team absolutely gassed on the back of a loss as well. So at what point do we say, guys, it's over, treble dreams are gone, worry about the game on Thursday night, let's make sure we don't go out at the Europa League as well as Higgins' shot is blocked. At what point do you accept the loss and conserve the energy? Well, Higgins doesn't know a thing about conserving energy. His play style is all about relentlessness, and it almost caused the goal back in it. If I tried to take Higgins off now, he'd do a Kepa. He wouldn't walk off, he'd say, Gaffer, no, you keep me out there. I can drag us back on level terms here. Scarlett trying to get around Brody, can't do so. And we're finally starting to get into the game with a bit more intensity, but I feel like, as Jojo would say, it's just too little too late. Haven't been doing this enough in the game, man. As Teddy looks to try and round his man. He's got Warner running through. He'll find him. It's a great first touch. Brilliant dribbling. Just couldn't offload it to Higgins. You know he would have belted it home. But instead, Spurs get away. Problem is that we left it too late for this. If we were doing this in the first half, we wouldn't be 2-0 down. We'd be 2-0 up. But instead, I guess that is just complacency for you. Haven't been on it. And this might be the dagger. If it is, Michael, your number's getting called, son. Oh, coming with the save. 10 to play. Can we somehow... Yes! Come back from the brink. 6 to play, we need another. Well, we don't go down without a fight. Never have, never will. But unfortunately, I don't think it's going to matter, man. 4 to play. And actually, oh, no. Right from kickoff. Michael, your jacket is here, son. Get walking, because it is over. Treble dreams have gone, and I'll say it again. O.G.G. One gotta go. I felt today one of those would fall, whether it be the Premier League title hunt, the Europa League, or the FA Cup. In the end, it is indeed the latter of the 3. Spurs, a tough team to face, but at home on a 6-game winning run, it shouldn't have happened. I just wasn't on it from the first whistle. They deserve it, they were the better team. Tottenham Hotspur are in to the quarterfinals. And now we head into this Thursday night on the back of the KO blow, the treble dreams going, and this, realistically, our most winnable shot of silverware. Thursday night, Glasgow Rangers, Ibrox, who they themselves have got a decent record in this competition. Never forget, they got to the UEFA Cup final back in the late 2000s. That was hosted in Manchester, of course. They lost to Zenit St. Petersburg in the final, and they got there a few years ago against Eintracht Frankfurt as well. Now they take on us in the last 16 with the first leg in the Scottish capital. Rangers and Ibrox on Thursday night on the back of our treble dreams dying, a KO blow, and Oxford's knees starting to buckle. What are we made of here in Scotland? Come on to use. Speaking of Rangers, the pressure on Russell Martin's shoulders today. Rangers fans, if you lose today against Hearts, is that the end of Russell Martin's very, very short tenure at Ibrox, or do you stick with him? It's a very, very difficult one. Rangers, for those of you who may not watch Scottish football, one of their worst starts to a campaign in a long time. As Forster drills in a very early opener to give us the lead 9 minutes in. 4 draws in their opening 4 games, so winless in the Scottish Premier League. Knocked out of the Champions League playoffs. I think it was 9-1 on aggregate against the Belgian side. And yeah, if they lose to Hearts today, is that the end of Russell Martin, or do you still believe he's going to need time to implement what he wants to do there at Ibrox? Well, speaking of time, what a time to strike in the first 10 minutes. Pressure on the back of our knockout to Spurs. What pressure? Forsen handles it. Oxford in front. I think the scoreline was 9-1. It was Club Brugge in the playoffs, and the first leg at Ibrox, I was listening to it on the radio in the gym, and the atmosphere sounded toxic, you know. I don't know what it is about radio commentary, but I just feel like you can kind of feel the crowd more than you can when it's TV commentary. Maybe because of the position of the microphones, I don't know. But, it sounded toxic at Ibrox, man. And again, they survived the Celtic game with the draw, but as Butkus, bends one just wide. If they lose today against Hearts, I think he's gone, personally. I mean, I like the guy, don't get me wrong. Young manager, wants to do things his own way. Trendy in the modern game, but I don't know. I just can't see him surviving if Rangers lose today. Even a draw might not be enough. Been to Ibrox a few times myself as well when I was a kid. My uncle, as I said before, was a big Rangers fan. So he took me to Ibrox a few times and watched Rangers play a Scottish League Cup final at Hampden Park as well. And let's just say he was calling for Russell Martin to be sacked on the back of the first leg, let alone the second leg in Belgium. So I don't know if he's ever going to win my uncle over, that's for sure. But if he's going to, he needs to start with 3 points today at Ibrox against Hearts. But in the first leg here, it's going to be no win for Rangers, that's for sure. It's been all Oxford, and to be fair, 28 minutes to go. I'll be disappointed if I don't score more goals here and get this tie wrapped up heading into the second leg. It's been all Oxford. Well, this is what you call a missed opportunity and then some. I've kept my starters out there for the whole game, including Higgins, who's going to be gassed heading into the trip at Molyneux. So I wanted to tie over heading into the second leg. Instead, whilst we will be leading and a clean sheet of the triangle will see us through, the tie really should be over based on the dominance. I didn't take my chances, and Rangers will have a chance to overturn it at the triangle. Right, before we get to those, Sunday afternoon, Wolves away, Molyneux, 11 games to go. We are still 2 points behind Newcastle, but despite the loss to Spurs in the Cup, that's our only defeat in our last 8 games. It's been a really impressive winning run from the U's despite that defeat to Thomas Frank's side. And heading to this here, a win could send us top with 10 games to play. Let's get a big 3 points here at Molyneux and possibly go top. Come on, U's. I don't know if I'll call Rangers my second team. Like I don't know if I have like second teams, to be honest. Like it's a team I've got a soft spot for because of my dad. It's like Manchester United. I never try and deny this. I'm not a Manchester United fan. I'll tell you what I am a fan of, Teddy Lowe. What a goal! What a goal from Mr. Lowe. But I never tried to deny it. You know, my dad was a lifelong Manchester United fan for his passing earlier this year, and my brother is a massive Manchester United fan. Goes to watch him play every time he can, despite living in the south of the country. But, so, you know, I wouldn't say Manchester United are a second team, just like I wouldn't say Glasgow Rangers are a second team, but they are a team I want to do well due to my family connections. But goodness gracious me, Teddy, is there anything this guy can't do? Centre-half against Rangers on Thursday night, keeps a clean sheet. 10 minutes here at Molyneux, he scored a screamer. So I was dating someone last year, and they're from Liverpool, and their dad was like a massive, well, he is a massive Liverpool fan. And so, obviously, I'm not a Liverpool fan, as Warner bends in a second and 16 minutes in with 2-0 up. But of course, for the person I was dating, for their dad's sake, I wanted Liverpool to do well, obviously, because it meant that when I'd see him, he'd be in a good mood. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, second teams. I wouldn't say I've got a second team, but based on family connections or possible parents of romantic partners, yeah, I want whoever they support to do well as well. At the start of the episode, I said O.G.G, one gotta go, and Samuelson makes a great save there. I genuinely thought it was going to be this one, the Premier League. I thought by now we would be several points behind the Magpies and thinking surely a late title run is going to be all but improbable. Instead, this win here has possibly sent us top of the table, and we'll see if it has indeed. Heading into the final game against Rangers. You'll know, but I'm going to jump straight into the following contest, and this is it. Final game today, second leg, Rangers at the Triangle on the back of the win at Ibrox by a single goal to nil. A clean sheet tonight, which I'm feeling very confident keeping based on how amazing our defence has been recently. I'll be into the quarterfinals of the Europa League. So the treble might have gone, but a league and European double is definitely still on. Let's make sure that's definitely the case. Come to the end of the final whistle and make the quarterfinals. Come on, News. I am taking no chances with my lineup out there tonight. And the reason being as well is because we've got an international break directly after this. So a little tip I'd like to give as well is that if you've got a break after your final game, you might as well just run your players into the ground as Samuelson makes an important early save there, because they've got 2 weeks to recover before you got your next game. And yes, there's the international break, they might have international football, but 9 times out of 10, they're going to come back and be fully fit. So that being the case, in your final game before the break, just burn their energy out. Burn their energy, and they're ready to come back fresh after the break. I have to say, credit Rangers, because they have made this a much tougher tie than I thought it was going to be. No disrespect, but after we beat them on match day 8 with my backup side, I was like, should be able to beat them again with a fully strength side. But no, they've played for pride in this tie, and fair play to them. I thought we'd be home and dry by now, but instead still only leading the tie by 1. And on the night, I have not got going yet. Yes, tiredness playing a factor, I'm sure, but ultimately their defence has been really strong. But the one time it isn't, they're punished for it. Hugo Vietelsen came in season 2 as part of the project, stayed the whole time, and has possibly put us into the corners. Well, tonight all we needed was the clean sheet to make it through, and not only have we got that, we assume, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it. I have done. Come on, that should be my 8th clean sheet in 10 games. But it's not going to matter. Rangers can celebrate the goal to head back to Glasgow with, but it's too late for them to mount an epic fight back. It will be nothing other than that. Oxford will not win the game, but will win the tie. It may only be 2 victories in our last 4 games, but crucially, we are into the Europa League quarter-finals. Let's see what we got in the last 8, and we'll end the episode there. I don't think I'll ever be okay with that, by the way. Like, losing the clean sheet right at the end, even if the win's in the bag. To me, it's just like seriously, just seconds away from that, man, and you dropped it. Now, I think it won't show me the quarterfinal draw on the weekend, so I'll have to get it the old-fashioned way through the calendar, because oftentimes, I don't know why, but quarterfinal draws in European ties never seem to happen directly after the last 16, so even though it's been made, we won't see it for at least another week or 2, so we'll just get it the old-fashioned way through the calendar, and in the last 8, we'll be taking on... Oh, not them. Inter Milan, first at home and then away, and both legs will be in the next episode. Guys, massive thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, then please drop a like. I'm sure you'll have a fantastic day. I'll return in the next episode with more big games in the Premier League, aiming to go top of the table after catching up to Newcastle and only behind on goal difference, and we'll have both of those legs there against one of the favourites and the side that beat us in the league phase, Inter Milan, with the first leg at the Triangle. Have a great day, guys. Much love. Oh, I can't just getting through this. And I'll see you in the next episode featuring that Europa League quarter-final very soon.